Jennifer did her report, but the accounting didn't make the file. Text me up. Accounting was filed the same day as the report, so I'm not sure.
We go.
There we go.
Is the volume up on this one?
Sorry, we're a little technically challenged.
All right, I have someone in the meeting, in the meeting room with phone number ending in 5728. What's your name?
Deborah Sunderman.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Shannon put us on the record.
Okay.
First matter up today is the matter of William Dean Sunderman. Good morning, Ms. Kelly.
Morning, Your Honor.
And Deborah Sunderman is also present. I'm assuming no one else is participating in this.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, I had a chance to review your supplemental report that refers to the second amended account, but unfortunately, for whatever reason, it hasn't made its way into the court file yet. I understand it has been filed, but it wasn't in it when I looked at the file yesterday. Your report indicates that there are still $194.02 of expenses without receipts, which is less concerning than the fact that the account doesn't balance.
That's correct, Your Honor. And honestly, I don't think it's any misfeasance or malfeasance on the part of Deborah Sunderman. I think she's doing the best she can as conservator for William. She's got a lot on her plate and her own, dealing with her own issues with family and so forth. Bill has always been kind of does his own thing kind of stuff. And so it can be very challenging to keep his spending under control and also to keep track of any receipts. He's not one, my understanding, he's not one to always give her receipts for what he's spending and so forth. So I've helped her in the past on getting the account balance. She's always come in with the paperwork. I think the reason that this is off balance this year is because last year, the 5th annual that she filed, that did not require a hearing. And when she had wanted to try it on her own, and when it was filed, I did not see it until this year when we had the 6th annual. And that one wasn't done correctly last year. Again, I don't think it's through any fault on Ms. Sunderman's part. These accounting forms are not, user friendly. So the fact that the 5th annual wasn't done correctly, that just kind of rolled over into the 6th annual not balancing. So as I've stated in my report, I would just recommend that even though next year is an off year for hearings, I would still recommend that we have a hearing on the 7th annual, and I'll work with Ms. Sunderman to see if we can get next year's accounting balanced. I'm not sure if Mr. Sunderman still needs a conservator. The other concern I have as a conservator is supposed to help to maintain the estate and keep the funds under control. And as the court, you don't have it in front of you, but at any given time, Mr. Sunderman has no more than a couple $100s in the bank. So as I said, I don't think it's any neglect on Deborah Sunderman's part. I think you've got a gentleman who's living independently outside in the community and probably feels, she can speak for herself, but I think he probably feels he can manage his money on his own. And so I don't know how much cooperation she gets from him to be able to keep his spending under control. So as I stated in my report, maybe next year, and Ms. Sunderman can give some thought to this as to whether or not she wants to continue on in the role as conservator, because it is a big job. And if he still needs one, maybe turn it over to someone else who is not so close to the situation. This is her father-in-law, and it might be a little bit easier on her if he still needs a conservator to have someone else come in and take over and make the hard decisions regarding his spending and the management of his money.
So help me understand, does Mr. Sunderman live on his own?
No, he lives with me.
Okay.
Your Honor, William really doesn't need a conservator. I've actually talked to him about me stopping to do this, but then they would appoint a stranger, and he does not want that to happen. I try my best with William. He is allowed to come and go as he pleases. He's a grown man. The only reason I even suggested doing this for him is because he wasn't managing his money right. And so that's why I suggested doing it. But William has a hard time when he goes to buy something to bring me a receipt. That's the problem. He doesn't see the seriousness in this, that Deb could go to jail if this doesn't balance. That's the only issue I have with him, is bringing me the receipts when I give him money to go buy something. And I see it as his money. So he worked 35 years for this retirement. If he wants to go buy something, I let him. It's his money. All I ask is bring me a receipt, but a lot of times he doesn't. And then I'm the one stuck cold in the bag. If you don't want me to be appointed anymore, he doesn't need anybody to manage his money. He really doesn't. And he doesn't want a stranger at all. So I'm going to leave that to y'all, whether you want to cut me out and just let him manage his own money again. Because even I don't want a stranger managing his money. It's his money. That's why I chose to do it, because I'm family. He trusts me. But, you know, I do the best I can. I've had a lot of sick parents the last couple of years. I've had to be out of town a lot to take care of my dying father, my mother. That's been a lot of the problem with the receipts too, is I'm not here to push the effort. Bring me a receipt, Bill. Bring me a receipt, because I've been busy taking care of my dying parents.
So, Jennifer, I don't do a lot of probate matters. To terminate a conservatorship, is it necessary for a petition to be filed? Julie, can you help me with that?
Petition should be filed.
Petition should be filed, and if Deborah or Mr. Sunderman can get some, there was medical opinion at the start that said he needed a conservator. So if they can get an opinion from Mr. Sunderman's primary care doctor that he's capable of managing his own funds and doesn't need a conservator, that would be included with the petition to terminate, and that would be heard before Your Honor. And the conservatorship could be terminated. She just would have to do a final accounting before she would be removed as conservator. But it can be done. She just needs, or Mr. Sunderman just needs, a medical opinion that he no longer needs a conservator at this time.
I can do that.
So, Ms. Sunderman, let me ask you a question. Are you able to assist Mr. Sunderman with his finances even if you aren't his conservator? Is that something
Yes,
he
sir,
will
I am.
allow you?
I've been doing it for years already. I've already been assisting him for years before we did this. The only reason we did the conservator, Your Honor, is I didn't want any issues with anybody saying that, oh, Deb's spending his money. So that's why I decided to take it the legal route. But I've been helping Bill with his money for 16 years now. But I didn't want the family members or anybody saying, well, Deb this, because they've got a messed up family. So I thought if I am going to continue this for him, I need to do it the legal way. But I did not really realize that William was going to be this much of a problem bringing me receipts. If I'd have known that, I would have never done this. I'd have just kept on doing it the way I was doing it, because I've been doing it for 16 years. And she's right. These forms, they are not the easiest thing if you're just a common citizen like me to figure out. So I tried to do it by myself. Obviously, I didn't do a good job. I tried my best, but I mean, I don't mind continuing this for Bill, but part of me wants, I'll be honest, part of me wants out of it too, because I'm not trying to go to jail because he can't bring me a receipt. And I know that's what y'all do. When the stuff doesn't add up, you put people in jail, and that's my fear. Because I'm not the problem. William just doesn't feel he has to bring me receipts because it's his money. And I do let him spend it the way he wants because he worked for it. If he comes to me and says, I want $100 or $500 to go to the casino, I give it to him. He does not have access right now to his bank accounts. Only I do. So I am the one giving him what he asked for. I'm not going to lie.
So this is a conservator bank account, I'm assuming?
Yes, sir.
If you
It's a
remove
normal
this
bank account. I'm sorry. It's a normal bank account. I'm his payee through his Social Security. And then he also gets his retirement check from GM. Everything goes into the same account. But because I'm his payee, the bank doesn't allow him to go in and access the money unless I write him a check. Then he can go in and cash the check.
Well, I can't order you removed as the conservator without you filing a petition with the courts. And as Ms. Kelly indicated, you'd need something from his doctor indicating that he's capable of making his own financial decisions.
I'll get that letter from the doctor because I've already talked to her.
And I can assist Ms. Sunderman on that petition, Your Honor.
Okay, for now, I'm going to do as Ms. Kelly is requesting. We will accept the accounting, but I cannot approve it because it doesn't balance.
Okay.
We will I'll note that in the order. And if you get that motion filed, it'll be noticed up for hearing, and we'll address it at that time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
You too. So we're all done?
Yes, you're free to leave.
Okay. Thank you.
Julie, I'm gonna need your help with that order. I probably should at least look at that account before I sign the order.
Yeah, I think we found it.
Okay.
It was placed in a.
Okay, next is the matter of, I don't know if it's Lena or Lina Vaught.
Lena.
Lena?
Yes.
And what is your name?
Michelle Donnelly.
Okay. So Ms. Donnelly, we're scheduled today for review of a minor guardianship. Unfortunately, I do not have your annual report on the condition of the guardianship. The last one,
I'm sorry. I mailed that in. I was told the court building was closed, so I mailed it on the 7th this month.
well, it has not been received as of,
Today, the mail is running extremely slow.
we know the mail is running slow, although I would have hoped, you live here in Jackson?
Yeah, I do.
All right, well, for whatever reason, we haven't received it. Probably I should put this over a week until I have a chance to review it. I guess I could just review it when it comes in.
Okay.
You can review it on the record and make sure we get it. Just review the
Okay,
merits.
all right, well, tell me, how is this child doing?
She's doing good. We did not start her in Head Start because of the virus. I didn't feel safe sending her to school when it was going on. But other than that, she's healthy, she's happy, she's got a great relationship with everybody in the house. She really does not have any type of relationship with either parent. Maggie, we haven't heard from since she left. And
How long ago was it that Maggie left?
3 years ago.
And in the 3 years, you haven't heard anything at all?
Nope. We heard she messaged me on Facebook the day after her first birthday, and she'll be 4 in January. And I have not heard anything from her since.
And when's the last time the father had any contact with her?
The last time he was here, he came and visited July 13th, and he was here for about a half an hour. He comes about every 3-4 months.
Does he live in Jackson?
Yes. He won't give me an address. He pops in here and he has a Facebook, but I'm pretty certain he's just trying to avoid child support.
Does he come by and pick up mail? Does he receive mail at your home?
He does.
All right. I will review the report when it comes in. If I have concerns, we'll reschedule a hearing. Otherwise, I'll just approve it after review. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Next is the matter of Veda Rosecrans. Who's present on that matter?
I am Rhonda Tackett. Sorry, I had to unmute you. I'm at work.
No problem. And I'm just looking at the list of individuals. Doesn't look like anyone else is here on that matter. Similar to the last file, this is a hearing for the review of a minor guardian, status of a minor guardianship. And I don't have a current report from you either. Did you mail one in?
Yeah, I mailed one in like middle of September.
Well, I know the mails are running slow, but that's a little longer than I would have anticipated.
Yeah,
How is Veda doing?
very good. She's been going to the same daycare slash preschool since I've gotten her. She has not had any contact with her mother at all, but I have been trying to keep her so she could still see some of her siblings. But and no contact really with her dad.
Any health concerns?
No, we've got those all under control. She does have allergies and asthma. So, no, she's up to date on her shots and everything.
All right, well, if we don't get that report within, say, another week or so, we might ask you to mail in another copy. I do need to have that annual report. I don't doubt that you mailed it in, ma'am, but we have not received it yet, and I do need to get that. I will review that upon receipt, and unless I have questions about it, I will simply grant my approval of the report as soon as I get a chance to see it.
All right.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
Thanks, you too.
Okay, next is the matter of Olivia Bonici. And who's present on that matter? Cindy Bonici, I see you're.
Good morning.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
So
Good
there's
morning.
Mike and Cindy, and that's Olivia.
Olivia, how are you?
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
No, now she's shy.
She's usually not shy.
Okay, I did receive your annual report on the condition of Olivia. Looks like she is doing well.
Yes.
No health concerns.
Nope.
Very healthy. Yeah, very healthy.
Regular checkups and immunizations.
Yes, sir.
And let's see. Mom has made no attempt to visit, and
Yeah,
And
yeah.
laptop.
She,
and it looks like Dad has not made any attempts to visit.
Not at all.
she moved back up from West Virginia earlier this year, but the last time she saw Olivia was early August, and she lives in Westland. So, and usually it's not, when she does see her, it's not like she's coming necessarily to see her. It's usually a family function. And she's requested no visitation.
Does Olivia even recognize either of her parents?
She does not. She recognizes her little sister because Stephanie has a little girl about 1.5 years. But she doesn't recognize her mom as her mom. When she gets old enough for us to talk to her about it, we'll definitely, disclose that. But even when Stephanie sees her, she doesn't try to engage and have her call her mom or anything.
All right. I'm glad to hear that she's doing well. I will continue the guardianship. We'll have a hearing a year from now, and you'll need to submit another report then. So unless you have any questions, we will see you in a year.
Okay, well, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Olivia.
You say bye-bye?
Bye-bye.
Silly.
Okay, and the next matter is Demarion Eubanks.
Hi, this is Susan Webb.
Hi.
Sierra's
And
here.
is that Demarion?
No, that's the mom. Demarion's
Oh,
downstairs.
okay. Well, I should know that. This is a minor guardianship.
Yeah.
Okay, and I've got a report. Let me take a quick look at it. Looks like Demarion is doing well.
He is.
No health issues, just routine checkups. Not in school yet. And Sierra, looks like she's there now and comes around on a pretty regular basis. Is that right?
Yes. Yes, she does. She's trying. Oh, here comes Demarion.
Hello, Demarion.
You say hi. Look this way. Say hi. Look, can you say hi to the judge? See him?
Hi.
Say hi. Can you say hi? See him?
Say hi.
No, that's not. That's the judge.
He's probably,
Yep, that's Gigi over there. That's the judge. He sees me in the video. Say hi.
he's probably not used to the television talking back to him.
Right.
That's a good smile. I like that. So, Sierra, let me ask you, are you okay with the court continuing this limited guardianship?
Yeah. No.
I was just trying to look at the placement plan.
Mama.
You see Mama in there? He's busy.
Oh, here it is. Okay.
He's busy.
So, Sierra, are you currently working?
I start my job on October 29th at the Dousenbergers.
Okay, that'll be great. Look, currently, according to the report, you're staying with a friend. You don't have your own home.
Well, I live on 811 Golden Place, which is my apartment I signed a lease for.
Her friend moved out and they signed a lease with Sierra, so she's in the same place. It's just now she's on the lease. But the friend that
gotcha.
was staying there moved out.
All right. Well, I'm satisfied that Demarion is doing well, that the limited guardianship should be continued, and we will continue it until a year from now. We'll do another review and see how we're doing then. Did anyone have any questions today?
No, I don't think so. Any questions?
No.
All right. That concludes our hearing. Bye-bye, Demarion.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Can I get a wave?
We've got a big old doggy.
All right. Well,
Bye-bye.
I understand I've been upstaged by a stuffed dog. I'm okay with that.
There you go.